Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're unboxing the latest model from Christopher Ward. It's a variation of their C60 Trident, and this one is called the Reef because it's done in collaboration with a Croatian artist, and if you follow my channel you know I'm from Croatia, called Ana Brečević. She does art using paper, which is plant colored, and one of her works is made to mimic coral reefs, and this watch is inspired by that. That is why this model comes in a variety of colors, and Christopher Ward decided to send me the black one, which at first I thought is the most boring option, but upon seeing the pictures I realized it's not really that boring because of this contrasting chaptering. Now again, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to contrasting chapterings for some reason, because it links me back to the 70s, and some of the best designs that I've learned to love comes from that era. And this watch really does have a huge chaptering, which is done in white, creating a nice contrast. And for a bit of splash of color, you get the minute hand, which is done in this teal blue, and also the automatic inscription is done the same way to match the hand. So very cool, because it's not overwhelmed with colors, but you have, again, it's not as boring or monochromatic as you would expect. Now the dial variation and this chaptering is not the only changes done to this watch, because unlike the other C60s, this is actually a 41mm case, and it's their new case, which is done in four separate pieces, resulting in a shroud. So as you can see, the center case is actually done in the dial colors. So if you get the orange one, these parts or the center case is going to be done in orange. Here it's black, and the lugs are actually part of the shroud, which includes the crown guards and this bottom part. So the whole case is nestled into the shroud that contains the lugs. So very cool. It appears like a regular diver that's done in like a three-piece construction, but actually it does come like the main case and the lugs are actually two separate pieces, which is very cool. So this is their new design, but they still keep the shape and the finish of their light catcher case, which is one of my favorite microbrand cases out there, because of the mix of brushed and polished surfaces done the way I like them. So you have the brushed sides, you have brushed tops, and you just have like a polished bevel that separates the two. It comes with 120 click unidirectional bezel, and again on all the models the bezel is color matched to the dial, and all the bezel insert are done in aluminum, and as you can see it's like this blasted aluminum, which matches the finish of the dial. Something many brands do wrongly when they would combine, let's say, a glossy bezel with a matte dial or glossy dial with a matte bezel. Here they're pretty much the same, and the only difference is the white dial version, which comes with a ceramic insert. The rest are done in aluminum. All the watches are available on a rubber strap for $850, or if you want their bracelet that comes with on-the-fly adjustment, and it's done the proper way with solid links, and I believe links are held with screws, that raises the price just over $1,000 and $1,035. Like I said, the watch is 41mm in diameter. On the strap it's just under 48mm lug to lug. I believe it's like 47.9. and it's under 12mm thick, which makes it very thin, which should make it sit really nicely on the wrist. The strap itself, this rubber strap, is very supple, very soft, and it goes from like 22mm at the lugs. As you can see, it has quite a dramatic taper. I'll have the taper ready, this measurement ready for the full review, but I do like this because it makes for a very comfortable wear, as it doesn't impede your wrist movement. Comes with a screw-in crown, as you would expect, and it's powered by a Sellita SW200, so it's a no-date movement, and I'm actually glad they went with a no-date because it gives the opportunity to the dial to really shine. And as you can see, all the markers are applied, and they're just like the hour hand, are a mix of polished and brushed surfaces in the Christopher Ward fashion, something we're used to seeing from them. So let's try the bezel. very precise, very firm clicks. It's more like a robust than smooth, so it's just the way I like it. Because again, if you follow my channel, you know that I like bezels that have a bit of a firmness to them, rather than those super smooth ones that you can turn accidentally or with just one finger. This one has the right amount of resistance. It's very clicky, very precise. I really do like it. Anyways, we're gonna be doing a wrist shot, we're gonna do a loom shot, and that's gonna be it for today for this unboxing first impressions. But do stay tuned for the full review when I do the macro shots and wear the watch for a while to see how it wears. But given the dimensions, I believe this is gonna fit my wrist perfectly. So let's strap it on, see how it looks. Okay, so here it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. This thing fits perfectly. If you're into bigger watches or if you have a very large wrist, you can go for a 44 model, because this is another Christopher Ward that's available in more sizes than one. So you have a 41 and a 44 millimeter version, but the 44 raises the lug to lug over 50 millimeters. So for my wrist, it really doesn't work. Whereas this one works perfectly. And look how thin it wears. There's nothing better than a diver that's done in a thin way, so it sits low. It's incredibly comfortable. I really do like it. Now this strap, just like almost any other strap on the market, is slightly too long for me, so you can see that I have this little piece sticking out, but I'm gonna live with it because I do like the white strap that contrasts the black dial. And one more thing, when you order the watch, you can choose any color strap you want, so you can really play with them, because you have the orange ones, the blue and everything, so you can really order as many straps as you want in different colors. I am very surprised at how soft this strap is. So let's charge the watch, do a loom shot, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, with the watch charged, let's zoom in, let the camera focus, and turn off the lights. And the loom is pretty much amazing. It glows blue because it's the BGW9, so it's not as strong as the C3, but it does glow pretty strong, and I have no doubt that you're going to be able to see this all night long. And I am glad they didn't make the loomed chapter rings, so the hour markers really makes the hour markers more readable. Very nice, and even the bezel is done the way I like it. I don't like when all the numerals are loomed. I prefer when you have only a dot at 12, or in this case a triangle at 12. It makes for a more legible read in the night. Very cool and very nice. I do appreciate Christopher Ward and this model. The Trident is one of my favorite models when it comes to them. With this model, I believe they've done a great job. If they didn't go for the contrasting chapter ring, if they made it the same color as the dial, I believe it would make for a more boring watch, especially in the black color. But by making this contrasting chapter ring, it really sets the watch apart and makes it come alive in a way, especially because of the colored minute hand, which is different to the hour hand. Very nice. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this unboxing and first impressions. Do stay tuned for the full review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.